would be kind of a good opportunity to talk about the difference between guilt and shame, and kind of maybe is one. I mean, neither people don't like to experience either, but is one maybe a little more constructive than the other?
Yeah, so for most people, I've heard it said either way, but the principle is still the same. The most I've heard it said is that guilt is the feeling bad for having done something bad, feeling bad about your actions, and shame is feeling bad about yourself, about thinking that you are bad. And then the issue there is that when if you actually believe that you are bad, then you believe that there isn't hope. You're just like, well, I'm bad, so I'm going to do bad things, and that's kind of all there is for it. Um, so the idea of shame, again, this is a particular use. We're making a distinction for the purpose of showing a principle. The idea of shame, of being ashamed of your own nature, uh, and and you know, a lot of modern people attach this idea, but this is right in line with Christian theology. According to Christian theology, everything by nature is good. God made everything, and God made everything good. So your nature is good. So if you are feeling that your nature is bad, then that's a trap. That's not true for one thing. But it can well, let's say it this way, it's a faith, it's a metaphysics, it's a basic story of how you're going to interpret everything else. If you get into your basic story about how you look at yourself and how you look at your actions, I'm just a bad person. That in this case we're calling shame. And shame is a bad faith. It's going to lead you wrong. Whereas an entirely acceptable point of view from within the Christian tradition, as well as in most of modern psychology, though it's starting to go off the rails like most other things. Um, an entirely acceptable point of view is I did some bad things. As long as you keep it in the realm of I made bad choices, I did bad things. You can even say, go as far as I am capable of doing bad things. That's all true, obviously so. And when you truly feel that and you look at and you say that actually was bad and I am actually responsible for it, then you feel bad. And the reason we would say would be because you don't want to do that again. You're punishing yourself in a way to try and keep yourself off that road. Now you can debate on whether that's the most effective way to avoid those mistakes or not. But as long as you still hold the idea of infinite redemption, that you are fundamentally a good being, and that there is hope for you to change, then it's not a eternal problem. It's not a cosmic problem. It's just I've I'm a dark, sinful being. Like, I don't know how we got here, but this is where we are. But thank God, God is good and there's infinite redemption.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. I think that guilt does have the ability to be constructive in that you are learning, or you are accepting the fact that you acted in a poor behavior, that you are not poor, you're not bad, but the action that was done, or whatever, something was said, something was done, does not align with who you are. And so there's guilt, so there's that kind of I guess, tension or friction between you and then the action that you did. And so you have then kind of a crossroads. You can accept the fact that this occurred, learn from it, And that ties into the fallible nature of humanity and causality, as well as you perform an input and you get a specific output, and then you readjust according to that output. So if I touch a hot stove, I realize it's hot. Okay, now I'm not going to touch it again because I learned that it's hot. So if I committed a sin, I did something, um, I learned that it was bad. Now I'm not going to do it again. And so that's where the redemption comes in. That's where the grace comes in. Rather than donning that action on and saying, "Okay, I did this action that I did, this poor action, that's actually who I am," and that then perpetuates worse action in the future because now you've dawned on that persona, that shameful, okay, this is what I am now, and there's no redemption, there's no hope.